wallet. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower and I'm a... So sue me. Who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies. If life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant. Trolling on the internet. No respect. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck. Coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it...
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a team that can get it done on the ground. The Redskins are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against a Cowboys team that wants to keep the running game in check. With that, let's send you up to Landover, where we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I would not want to be an offensive lineman in today's NFL, especially not a center or a guard, if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles who could not just beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get upfield and make plays. And a lot of times what they're taught, just go ahead and tackle everyone that comes in your area and keep the one with the ball.
They'll set up to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Face mask penalty. And, Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be third down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty...
The Redskins send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And here's a look at the starting offense. Second down following the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed in the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
They come out here in the eye. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Stephon Anthony acclimated quite quickly to the NFL. As soon as he joined the team, he became their leading tackler.
Now back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, loose. Yardage to the 11. Patrick Murray now on for the field goal. And Murray's kick is up and good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that. And when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
And now here's a carry heading left. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come up in an offset eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches in a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Man, this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed.
Super toe.
Here we go now. Green.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Ten yards still left on second down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he'll give it here to his running back. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Now let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offense guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see that sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Three yards left to grab here on third down. Back to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here we go now. Blue line. Mike 51.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Redskins send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Second down following the incompletion.
Let's go.
And the wideout in motion. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Dallas. This is taken around the 12. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They come out here in the eye. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. And they'll run it here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And he gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll work it inside the 3rd. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something, and there they get 3.
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They come out here in the eye. The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
No. Check. Patriot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Let's go!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The 13 yards that time of the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Gun. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Now let's go!
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take another shot here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go now. Green.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Really nice little connection there. They go with the corner route, and it works out well.
And the best way to set up the corner route is to throw slants throughout the ball game so that when you're able to get back outside, the defender has to respect the inside game.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
In my book, that's running the ball well but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Going up top. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Second down now after the pass completion. Shift together here from the D-line. He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Let's go!
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And he will find his man on the outside. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. They'll drop the throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go now.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. So 2nd and 10 here.
Hurry up, here we go. Got three. Three down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Deep drop. He's going to try and go deep again. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
All right, here we go.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Back to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. Give them 22 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Redskins.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
All right, here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now they try the right side here. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Well, this season's going nowhere. No reason not to go for it. And it's a rare success for them as they keep the drive alive.
Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. 1st and goal here from the 2. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins have made this a 1-score game. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
7 yards to go on 2nd down. And on the ground they go with a running back. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. fielded at about the 28. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive... went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And the defense lines up looking for one final stop.
And they will be playing for the pass in this situation, not expecting any type of a run.
Back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Leopard. Now let's go. Blue, land it. All right, now look at 56.
He's back to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there on 3rd down. And even 40 yards.
Here we go.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
Let's go. 3-19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have 1 timeout left.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And they'll run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obvious.